So these things to farmer need. And then you have the process of farming, and then you have post harvest treatments, and all this together you have a very huge economy running around. Although there are some understanding from our side ki, okay, farmer himself doesn't have money, how will we get some? See, at the end of the day, don't take me wrong, it is all about money. Two things in your life which are very important: one is money, and two is time. So money, there is a saying in our side. If I don't know if someone from Andhra, Telangana have joined in this, but there is a saying, very funny. But they say, "What is there in money? You just hit a dog with a stone, you will get money." But the problem is time. You need to also balance your work-life balance. So the one key motivating factor for me to even think of, okay, whatever she's selling is right, and maybe I have to try cat and ABM, is she very beautifully put it to me. Understanding my mindset might be, it is like she said, after 6 o'clock you go back home, you switch off phone, no one will ask you why. And that is true. So you can actually balance your money and also your time. Here, when we are talking about, there are multiple things which are affecting a farmer at a single point of time, which is not definitely the only thing, because you need to act very very cautiously in terms of uh, utilizing the capital, because unlike other businesses, farmer has a very limited capital to work with. And here the law of equimarginal utility from your microeconomics actually needs to be implicated. The capital is same, and you have to choose between the combinations of different elements, so he can take out maximum satisfaction. So in this case, apart from all these things farmer need, so when I'm telling farmer needs it or might need it, there are companies manufacturing, and a huge number of them are also hiring employees. And here is how enterprise works. You have a lower level and frontline staff who does maximum work for any company, the hands and legs, you can say. And then you have middle level management, senior middle level management, and top level management. And here you are actually, if you are trying to take your MBAs and get into the industry, you are actually entering the industry in a golden time. I don't know if you know this or not. The first creamy layer, the top layer of the managements are very old, are literally very old. Okay, they are here from dusters and other things. Now it is time for micro doses and all. Although this terminology doesn't matter, the thing is, a large chunk of people from the industry are going to retire. There is a gap between opportunity and then there is a chance. And now, let me tell you very frankly, any kind of investment you do on your education is never waste. So, when you are choosing your career, I know your parents, your friends, your well wishers, everyone would have told you till now every exam is important. This is going to change your life. But the fact is, here you are at a point of no going back. You have completed your UG. Yeah, so something.
Yeah, sir. I'm so sorry, sir, if I'll be stepping up
Yeah,
my boundaries. But sir,
yeah,
actually, I have a question by my side, sir. If I'll be having a permission,
yeah,
sir, then I would like to ask, sir.
yeah. Please,
That's
please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
yeah, sir. That's what are the key skills I will say. But are the key skills, and I can say the competencies required to succeed in the agricultural industry, sir.
Okay, let me surprise you. You need to be very good with maths,
Yes,
very
sir.
good with calculations. So, if you are like this person, normally people join biology because they hate maths. But let me tell you, you cannot escape maths. And apart from that, the key skills
ఇంకా
are
వేరే
time
ఫోన్లో
management,
ఉన్నా
and
మళ్ళీ చేద్దాం
also
అనుకునే వరకు లేట్ అయింది
uh,
అందుకని అట్లనే పట్టుకున్నా.
technologically you have to be very strong. So you will
నిన్న
be
వేసుకున్నా
facing
ఈరోజు
out lots and lots of data. You
చేశాను.
have to crunch it down in a very limited time,
ఇంకా
and
మళ్ళీ
you have to take some decisions. That is where your
మ్యారేజ్ చేసుకున్నాం.
management course will be very helpful. So till now, whatever
ఓకే
knowledge you
ఇంకోటి
have
తీసుకున్నా.
needs to be connected
ఇది చేసాం
through
ఫోన్.
something. So that something is the business acumen.
సరే
So
సరే.
that is where I suggest going into agribusiness
నేను
management is
మళ్ళీ
really
చేస్తా
good.
ఒకటి
And
ఆన్లైన్లో
coming
ఉన్నాను
to
ఒకసారి
other
చేస్తాను
skills,
సరేనా.
empathy is really needed if you want to grow in this business. Uh, and the reason is the whole agriculture and allied sectors work purely on trust. So you go to a random person out of nowhere, and as soon as he sees you, he'll understand you're not from his place, and then you need to convince him about your product. So gaining the trust and these kind of skills, specifically in how do you put your point. So if you ask me, with my experience as a product manager, I'll tell, understand your product, what you're trying to sell or market, and then you talk about it in sense of you break it down into uh, okay, I'm not trying to explain MBA, but there are three things in a good product. One is your dissatisfier. If you don't have it, you'll be dissatisfied, and then satisfiers and delighters. So these things you identify in a product, and then you pitch in accordingly. It is very important to understand when you reach out to someone, they are already in a problem, and you are not the only solution they're waiting for. So empathy, mathematics, data analytics skills, and time management. Although you run in the field, traveling is definitely needed in this industry. So as much as you can travel in your younger ages, you can learn a lot. And reminding things here like business acumen in terms of cropping patterns, or sowing seasons, or weather forecast, how does it going to impact water levels in the reservoirs. These things you'll learn as you keep working. But to start with, these are very important. I think let us take questions then. Like if there are some specific things in minds of people, maybe we can try to target it.
Yeah, sure. Actually, sir, we'll have a specific,
Hmm.
sir, kind of a Q&A session for that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yes, sir. So, thank you so much, sir, to
Hmm.
Govardhan, sir, for sharing the such a very insightful, I can say, expertiseful knowledge with us, sir. So now I would like to
Anything.
introduce the name of our second speaker, Sai Krishna, sir, who are pursuing the masters, who are a master students, I will say, masters in business administration from the University of Canada. So we would like to welcome our Krishna sir. So sir, now you have to introduce yourself and have to share your insightful knowledge and that how you have got admission in the top, I can say, world's best university. And so how was your experience in this university, sir? So Krishna sir, please.
Thank you for the introduction, Saurav. It's really good. And it's my pleasure to meet here with the Govardhan sir. It's really knowledgeable. You
Same here.
have
Thank you.
yeah, shared your 10 years of experience in agriculture industry. That's really valuable here. And coming back, uh, myself, Sai Krishna. I am from Andhra Pradesh, which is my background from India. So I came here to Canada last year as an immigration student. So Canada is really a beautiful and a challenging country, to be honest. We have all these expectations going abroad, study, work hard, and get the degree. You will get the job. It's not same here. You need to work hard. You need to be smart, and you need to plan yourself before of what are the things you want to achieve in life and how you gonna achieve those plans. So coming back to my background, I did my bachelor's in agriculture and passed out at 2018. I did my bachelor's from Mahatma Gandhi University, which is in Aurangabad, Maharashtra. So I passed out in 2018, and after that I found a job in Reliance industry. As you know, once you're done with the bachelor's, you have this always curiosity: do I find a job? Is it how is the market? And it's really tough. Even back in 2018, it was really tough. Things were really unexpected. I have given so many interviews and faced so many, you know, gurus in agriculture industries. They have tested me and my friends. So finally, I got job in Reliance industry. That's really awesome. I worked there for around an year, and later on, I found my next company as Mangalmurthy Seeds, which is in uh, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. It's a drastic change. Like I have traveled Maharashtra for bachelor's, and after that I worked in Hyderabad for a year, and then moved to Odisha. All these places has shown me how the agriculture, the roots we have learned from the industry, it's all same. Every state, every place, the farmers, they have the same, uh, you know, roots of growing crops. And the market, I have been exposed to these kind of markets where, big players, every place, uh, the farmers look for the same quality products. That's what I have identified. And the agribusiness industry is the base for, you know, is a, I would say it's a bridge between the farmers and the research side of agriculture. So we take the requirements from the farmers and we convey our best to the research department so that they understand the need in market and grow the products that are required by the farmers. So I would say this concept of agribusiness have changed my entire perspective of looking into the agriculture industry. And when I did my bachelor's, I have this passion to be in the research department, do something good, do research, and grow some better crops for the climate resistance and which are resilient to the weather, high yielding, and all these things. So I have observed that when entered into the business, like in the market, I have seen there's a gap between, you know, people who are back in those days, like who don't have the degrees, but they have a good knowledge in field in the market. Uh, so they identify the need from the farmers, and they couldn't explain the things to the R&D department. So there is a huge gap in those days. Like they are really good in identifying which markets, which products are needed in that market, and companies are really good. They encourage people, especially Govardhan sir has mentioned, in the early ages, if you are passionate to travel, this industry will make you to travel a lot. So you have to identify which areas and which areas the products are needed, and the micro level insights are very much needed to the companies. So once you have all this data, you will identify which are the mm, required products by the farmers in that micro level area. But conveying these information to the research department is where the lack in those days for the industry, because people don't have the agri degrees, and say they don't technically explain things to the R&D. So that's where the bachelor's degree agriculture students come into part, and they did really well, to be honest. And they covered the bridge. And yeah, but even then, there's still a lot of things that agribusiness management students will do better in the business, because as a bachelor's we have a good basic knowledge of the things, how crops work, how we can implement our knowledge to the farmers. But to be honest, farmers are way ahead of what we know and what we learn from the books. From the books. Um, but we try our best. And after I identified that agribusiness management is the core industry, as the research is going on in the government institutions and research departments, have identified that agribusiness management has a huge scope in. You see, there are IT sectors, there are manufacturing sectors, and there are all the different sectors where the people want to invest their money in the agriculture department, and they need a professionals who can convey their requirements to the agri industry. So the investors are ready to put their money. They're looking for the opportunities in the Indian government, in the Indian economy. So that's where the management students come. They show the investors like what are the opportunities that you can keep your money on. That's where the organic farming came. That's where natural way of uh, the wild way of growing and identifying the forest related products. I have seen my friends who are working for the uh, MNC companies. They are investing their money into the local businesses and growing them because they want the organic produce, and also the products that are available in the forest. So these are very micro level management things, where the investors are looking for the management students who wants to explore in these village areas and identify the right products for those MNC companies. And yeah, we have the investors in the to keep their money in India, to search for the local products. And we as a management students help them to identify these level of and manage these small transactions in India. So they make a huge impact in Indian economy, and they're still doing a lot, because all the West countries, they are looking for organic products, and they want this natural produce from the local areas. And we have to, it's our duty to identify which companies are looking for them. And there is a huge opportunities for agribusiness people in India. That's what I can say is. And that's where I found it. Okay, I done my bachelor's, I have to get my MBA. And when I looked for the opportunities, I have got opportunities from different countries. It's really hard. I've been applying for master degrees in agriculture for in to Germany, in the USA, and to Spain. And I have also seen for the scholarship opportunities what they have, because it's really hard to spend in dollars and earning in Indian rupees. It's really tough. So I've been looked for the scholarship opportunities. And yeah, I got some opportunities in agribusiness side, and also the agriculture master's degree side, but they don't have the fundings. I got from the US professors telling that, Krishna, if you can fund yourself, we have the research projects. We would like to have you in the project. And then I realized, no, this is gonna be a tough decision, and I wanted to be in the agribusiness, not to in the research side of it. So, and then I realized, okay, let's just go to the MBA, general MBA, and see how things work here. Because Canada government, to be honest, Canada imports a lot of agriculture products. It imports more than 60-70% of its produce from USA, from Mexico, from Peru, and all these Southern American countries. The weather conditions here are not really good to grow all the produce that we require. So it entirely depends on US market. And you have recently seen, you might have seen the statement of